this is Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by former British and European heavyweight title challenger and all-around boxing stalwart Clifton Mitchell. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm just trying to get a better picture. Basically, I'm lying on my back because I pulled my back, moving something. So that's the reason I'm lying on my bed. Just been to a physio and he's absolutely damaged it. So, well, gone to work on it. So I'm a little bit sore. So that's the reason I'm lying on my bed.
So you're going to take some time off from the gym? It's busy times at the moment.
Yeah, well, this week I've got Myron Skills Mills boxing for the English, defending his English title, I should say. And then I've got gorgeous George Farrell boxing River Wilson Bent on Saturday on the Sky Show. I mean, on the Hennessy show. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interviewing Myron tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
I'm getting round as much as I can. But yeah, so you got a few big fights coming up. Tell us first of all about Myron against Lucas Ballingall. That just seems like a really good fight.
I'm very good friends with his dad, Michael. And so usually I go in on him, but I'm not going to go in on him today. So basically, I'd say this. If you look at the two records, look at the two oppositions, what they've both faced, Myron's definitely been in a higher level. Myron's had a bad hand for a while. He's just getting over it. That's the reason why he's not been on the circuit. I think the fight itself is, I don't want to say too much because he could be listening to this interview. And
hope so. Hope someone is.
But yeah, of course. But I also think that they're very similar, I would say, in the styles. They're very similar. They're both boxers. They both like to counter, hit, move, and not get hit. But what I said to Myron was, I says, if you box like that with him, I says, you're giving this kid a chance to get a rhythm.
Yeah.
We don't want him to have no rhythms. I want him to be boxing under pressure from round one to round whatever. To be fair, we've had some good sparring for it as well. We've been sparring with Barrett. What's his name? Zelfa. Zelfa Barrett's class.
Yeah,
class. Very, very powerful.
Sparring.
Great sparring. And I just don't see, and Myron well held his own with him. So I feel middle to late stoppage.
Good stuff. And then, like you said, on the Hennessy show, Channel 5 on Saturday, you've got George Farrell going up against River Wilson Bent. Wilson Bent's been given the older hype from Hennessy, as you would expect. You guys are up to upset the apple cart, I would imagine.
Oh, mate. Listen, listen, how can I put it? George Farrell's a very, very unique individual for his own little thing that he's come from the unlicensed or the EBF, I should say.
Yeah.
And he's, how can I put it? I think he had 10 of them, won 10 of them. He's had 5 professionals with me. So really, I take that EBF as more of an amateur and just getting used to fighting in front of a crowd. But I'd say he'd done 10 rounds with Lorraine Richards. And for me, for him to get 10 rounds out with Lorraine Richards shows me what type of kid he is. Because I said to him, look what you've just done there. You've just done 10 rounds with the kid that's just won the European title. And trust me, he gave him a lot more problems than anybody that threw him more than 10 punches around would have given him more problems. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Lorraine. Yeah. But I'd say it was a lot closer spar. I was very happy with it, put it that way. Very happy with how he conducted himself in the 10 rounds. He's done 10 rounds before, but in my gym. He's never done it in another gym with another fighter, which is a massive growing experience for him. And you've got, as a fighter,
you've got Sandy Ryan as well, of course, former GB rep and medalist at One Nation.
World champion in the making. World champion in the making. 1,000,000%. From what's out there now, if they're world champions, Sandy Ryan's a world champion now. I'd say, how can I put? The top girls in that the top women we've got in the country. She's up there now with she's definitely already in the top 5, top 4 even.
What weight will she be when she's
64
for titles?
64 kg, something like that. But we'll have that is going to be a very interesting journey with her, because she's very, very good, very good, very good, very good. That's all I can say. You will see. She does things in the gym like I'm thinking to myself, I'm not seeing no girls do these things what she does. She kind of a bit of a matrix in her own little way, a bit like a Lomachenko. She can do little moves like that. You know what I mean?
That's big praise. Big praise.
Yeah, she does things in the gym. I mean, she did 10 rounds on Friday. Yeah, with 10. I just kept swapping in and out, in and out, in and out. So she didn't do the same one with one person 2 rounds. She only did 1 round at a time. And all I did is say, do not hit him, but do not get hit. And that's all I was doing, really. Just working on a ring craft. She's still, listen, she's been with me from day one, but she's still been at GB for 9 years. So they've had a massive impact on her style to a bit until she comes back to the gym. Then she goes back to what she does normally. You have to box a certain way at GB, and everything's hurried up because you virtually got to do a world title fight in 3 rounds, ain't you? Basically.
Of course, yeah.
So everything, she just needs to calm down. That's all. But I'm very, very happy with her, and I think we'll be speaking a lot about her when it comes to in the next couple of years or so.
Any word on when her debut is going to be? Will it be at Fight Camp?
On the first, is it a Fight Camp first show?
Oh, brilliant!
First show on Fight Camp. So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, well, you would be. Yeah, it's a great place to turn over. It's big, right in the spotlight.
To be fair, we did go to Warren originally, but I don't know what happened there. But it didn't work out the way we want, or work out fast enough. So I think Warren were interested. We didn't go to Warren were interested, but they didn't come back with nothing. But I'm glad that she signed with Matchroom. 2 reasons. 1, I feel that they've got all the women, and 2, I work with them, so I do all the security for Matchroom, so it makes it a lot. I understand the protocol and everything that happens there.
Brilliant. And I want to ask you as well, we heard yesterday from Tyson Fury on his social media. Go on, I'll let you sort that out. We heard yesterday. We heard yesterday from Tyson Fury on his social media that he now considers the August 14th fight with Joshua on. We've been hearing it's maybe on for a long time, but Fury's finally said, yep, it's definitely happening.
Yeah.
You've been involved in the Fury camp for quite some time. What do you make of that fight?
I think it's a lot closer. I think it's a lot closer than people think it is, than Tyson saying it is. I think it's a lot closer. But I do feel that, for me, it's going to boil down to how Joshua goes about it. The problem is, I think Josh has got one way to fight, and I think that Fury's got 2-3 different ways he can actually box. Southpaw, orthodox, front foot, back foot. Where I feel that if Joshua, it depends on what weight he comes in as well. There's a lot of things to it. Then again, like I said, if he hits Joshua straight on if Joshua hits him clean, I don't think he'll ever stop him with 1 punch unless he clips him proper correctly. But I don't think that, for me, Joshua is not a 1 punch merchant.
No.
Yeah, but nor is Tyson. But Tyson can, how can I put it? He can if he gets into his head, which Joshua's going to say he's not going to get there. He's not going to get there, and only Joshua can actually say that himself. I feel that it's a very close fight. Or Tyson's going to absolutely school him. Understand? I just can't see Joshua schooling him. I just can't see it. I think I was trying to explain to somebody the other day. I said Anthony Joshua could probably play basketball, football, American football, most sports, where Tyson is built to fight. It's a little bit like saying Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran just an out-and-out fighter. And I think that's where you understand where I'm coming from when I try and make that analogy.
Yeah, like one's an athlete, one's specific.
A pure fighter. Yeah, just a pure fighter. Which I'm happy with. I think Joshua's bang up for it. I don't think he's in the slightest bothered. But if you watch Tyson, like I said, if you watch Tyson, you think Tyson's untidy, he's fat, he's a slob, he's this, he's that. But he knows boxing. He knows his boxing.
It was recently reported that your son's been doing some sparring with Tyson. Is that true? And if so, what's he told you about the shape?
They're he said he used to spar with him before. Now he's punching a lot harder. I think he's just changed the style. Listen, you don't be 19 stone and can't punch. Let's put it that way. I feel that he's holding his feet a little bit more. And I don't think he's going to hold his feet with
Joshua.
My personal, I don't think he'll hold his feet. Everything he's going to come out and try and do what he did with
Wilder.
I don't think he will. I just think he just knew he was a lot stronger than Wilder after the first fight. But I also think that if you put it, how can I put it? If Tyson stands with Joshua, he's giving Joshua a better chance than if he just. I think Tyson will fake him and keep him off balance. I think Joshua's good. I think Joshua's quick. He's a quick puncher, and he put punches together in bunches. So it's how I think it's how Tyson negates it. I think we know what Joshua's going to do. You know what I mean?
How much of an impact do you think it will have that Rob McCracken's going to be in Japan for the Olympics until a week?
None whatsoever.
None
whatsoever. I think it'll only. I mean, is he going to be there for the fight, or is he not going to be there for the fight?
As far as we know, he's going to be there for the fight. Yeah, but I guess the 4 weeks.
I think that's. 1 second. Typical Mrs.'s phone's gone on. I think. 1 second. I think if as long as he's there on the day, more important than not being there on the day. Understand? Because I think that he'll still be overseeing his training. And I think when you've had that many fights now at world title level, you know what to do. Understand? I don't think but I think it's going to be more the information that Rob gives to him during the fight be more important than him giving it to him in sparring.
Interesting. All right. Like yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah.
You've almost convinced me.
But it's true, though. It's true. It's true because I don't think he's going to make any. He's done that many training camps. And I think he's been on it since he hasn't come off it since his last fight against Pulev. Because he stayed off social media, he stayed off everything. No one's even seen anything of him, really, have they?
True. Where
Tyson hasn't come off social media. You know what I mean? So you're thinking, is he taking Joshua lightly? I don't think so. I think Tyson knows how dangerous he is. He's just rubbishing him. You know what I mean? I think it's an head job he's trying to do on him. I think he's just rubbishing him. He probably does believe he's that rubbish, but he's not going to take him lightly for it, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's an absolute cracker. I just hope we have the rematch in England. You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say, I just hope we have the security contract.
Well.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah. So
already in the bag.
Yeah. I think, listen, I hope we got it because I want to go and watch it. So even better.
Well, let's hope your back's better by then.
Yeah. I just pulled some actually. So it's physio said give it 48 hours. I'll be all right. Not all right, but I'm just trying to find the right painkillers. You know, when you're lying down, you're just trying to get comfortable, and you still can't get comfortable no matter where you move. That's how it is at the minute.
Well, you've got my sympathy, mate. I hope you improve.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it sincere.
Feel terrible for you, yeah.
I can see it, mate. Wait till I see you. We'll see.
You don't exactly look in pain. That's why you look pretty happy, to be honest.
Well, I've just found a comfortable position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pure relief.
What do you think to the okay, let me ask you a question. What do you think do you think Billy Joe quit?
Depends how you define quitting. I think, you know, he knew that he couldn't go on.
Yeah.
And he accepted it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call that quitting though.
No, I think, you know, in hindsight, I think because he didn't make any noise about I want to carry on. That's why people saying he quit, because he didn't. When they says we're pulling you out, he never wanted to get pulled out. And like I said, I can imagine he's made loads of people quit in the sparring. Look at that. They're saying he's quit. What they're saying about Nicholas Bolters and the Cuban, what's his name? Rigondo.
Rigondo.
Yeah. And nothing, and then nothing happened to them. They quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not quitting. Listen, he's got his skull caved in. You know what I mean? His eye socket smashed, and he would have carried on 1,000,000%. And his trainer's done the right job. There's no shame in what happened to him. Understand? I mean, same thing with only the person. Only how can I put it? Only the boxer knows exactly what he's going through. Understand? I mean, why didn't they say that about Kell Brook? Understand? They could have said that about Kell Brook. But I don't know what it is. These new gloves, but I don't think. I think that's a massive difference between Canelo and the rest of them is power.
Yeah.
Skill set, he's as good as, I mean, probably some of them are a little bit better skill set wise, but his power takes over everything.
I think he's found the right weight as well now.
Yeah. I mean, light heavyweight, he didn't do nothing until he clipped him at light heavyweight for the world title, did he? He didn't really do anything in that fight. But how can I put it? I'm happy with I like him because he's humble, isn't he? He's
a humble seems to be, I like watching him. I think he's great to watch.
Yeah, very good. Everybody's nicking little tricks off him, aren't they? His little combinations, little fakes before he does this and little fakes before he does that. So I'm quite happy. What do you think to the Lerone Richards fight?
It wasn't the most entertaining fight in the world, but I thought he boxed really well.
I reckon we should do a punch count on his opponent.
It wouldn't take long. Well, I suppose we should have to watch the whole fight, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not watching it again.
No, forget that then.
Yeah, bad idea.
I mean, Lerone only can do fighters only can do what you put in front of them. Dave's making him get a little bit better, to be fair. I mean, it's throwing a few more shots, but to be fair, it was a human punch bag, wasn't it? He didn't really do a lot.
They think he's going to fight Rocky Fielding next. That's what it looks like. I think he'll come forward a bit more and throw a few more shots than De Carolis did. Yeah,
and there's a bigger puncher, isn't
he? Yeah, he's dangerous.
Yeah, is he over the hill? Just another name for his record, or
possibly? Rocky? But it's hard to know because he's been inactive for so long. We haven't seen him in the ring for so long. It's hard to know what he's got left. That's the thing about the pandemic, where fighters have got a year, 18 months or longer out. You don't know what stage they're at anymore.
Yeah. Boxed for about 2 years, hasn't he?
About 2 years now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he boxed Canelo as well, didn't
he? Yeah.
He's done his job on Manchester, hasn't he? Canelo.
He's done his job on England in general.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to George Farrell and River Wilson Ben. I think that's a very, very interesting fight. Very interesting fight. And for me, I said when I signed George, I said the minimum you'll box for is a Midlands area title. And he's got his opportunity. And I thought it'd be me putting the show on, not Channel 5. So I'm quite happy with he's had the result, hasn't he? He's had some big billing. And he is a fitness instructor. I mean, I should say a PT. Lives a life, so I'm thinking he's going to knock him out.
Are you going to be in the corner?
Yeah. I'm going Friday, and then Friday night I go straight to Coventry into that bubble. So I go from one bubble to another bubble.
Yeah.
I'm the only person. Nobody else could really do his corner because he's people. Yeah, people can do his corner, but yeah, I think he's got more chance of listening to me because really he's a bit headstrong. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
You know what I mean? So I need to be there. I think it'd be very, very interesting. When do you think we'll get crowds back in properly?
Hopefully before the end of the year. But, I mean, they're saying, 1,000 at the moment. That will go up by the summer. It all depends, doesn't it? If the infection rates stay low, then by the end of the year, easy, you would think.
Yeah. Who's the next big fight that's coming up at the minute?
Fight or fighter?
Who's your favourite British fighter at the minute?
It was Josh Kelly before the Avanesian fight. I really enjoyed watching him. There's loads. Louis Lynn, Nick Ball, Felix Cash, Conor Ben. God, I could list loads. I'll miss people.
What do you think to that Albanian Marku?
He's all right, yeah. I mean, he looked very good against Ryland Charlton, but how good was Ryland Charlton up at 147? I don't know.
People can say he's booked up 147. I trained Marku for the Ryan Charlton fight, yeah?
Yeah.
And trust me, that's a very, very talented kid. He's a lot better than you think he is. And all I did with him was when he didn't actually come to train with me. He had his own trainer. This fighter got put back. His trainer's from Greece. His kickboxing coach, and I said his trainer had to go back, so I started doing a bit of work with him. And I said to him, "Do you know how you beat Ryan Charlton?" He says, "How?" I said, "Take a step back." Simple. Take one step backwards. Ryan Charlton can't move his feet. I said, but if you stand in the middle of the ring with him and have a scrap with him, you're going to give him a 50% chance of winning.
Yeah.
Because he can punch. But so he's had that style in his locker all the time. He just didn't. I mean, he's come from what's his name? Don Charles.
Yeah.
Which Don Charles and Derek Chisora, that type of stuff. And I said, well, if you box like that, you're going to be in a fight, and try and keep your faculties, mate. Just pick and move. And I thought he did really well.
Yeah, he boxed really nice. Yeah, I agree.
And
are you going to be working with him going forward?
Yeah. He's supposed to be coming back today, I think.
You set me up a bit there, asking me what I thought of him. I could have said, he's total shit, and you'd be like, well, that's.
I was waiting for you, wasn't it? You went all right, but says you don't know how good Ryan Charles. He didn't have to move up to that weight, did he? He's with Carl Greaves now, isn't he?
Yeah, they're trying to get him down to 135, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think if there's no fights at 140, 147, he'll come back. He'll come down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Marku.
Marku can come down. No problem. I mean, he was eating all the way through the camp. Didn't starve himself at all. So he can definitely make it. He was strong, he was fit. He works with one of my best friends to do his strength and conditioning. I mean, and my coach, he says he's not a strength and conditioner, he's a fitness coach. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Makes my job so much easier because I don't even have to worry how fit they are, because I know that they're going to be at the best shape they can ever be in.
Especially at the moment where you can't move.
Yeah. Good. I've just told them what to do in the gym. I said, so good job it's the last week, you're not doing anything anyway. So yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. The other coach, I've got more coaches. I've got Michael Grignan and Paul Frost. The two have just been ringing me on the phone, trying to speak to me. So I've blanked a manner to speak to you.
I appreciate it. I'm honoured.
Yeah. No, Paul Frost is an absolute Joker anyway. He just makes trouble in the gym. You know them trainers that just make trouble in the gym? He's one of them.
So like a Nigel Travis type character.
Yeah, or Tony Borg. He's the worst of it.
Oh, Tony Borg, yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions, mate?
No, you're free to get back to your busy day of laying down.
Oh, cheers for that.
Yeah.
I'm just going into the other room and watch some Netflix or something and chill out for the rest of the day. I ain't going nowhere, mate. Can't even get up.
I can tell.
We've also got in the gym Harry Scoff.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Former English super welterweight champion.
Yeah. It was on the curriculum to box for it again. We've pulled ourselves out of the hat. We've won it, and he's going down to 147.
Oh, okay. God, he's very tall, isn't he, for 147?
140. Yeah, welterweight, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's tall for light middle, so.
He boxed his last fight, it was 10-10.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, well, makes sense then.
Yeah, and that's a problem. He's a problem at 147. Problem for anybody. You can't tell me that I'll put him in a anybody at that weight right now. I mean, did you watch him when he boxed Troy Williams?
Yeah.
I thought he nicked it, but he weren't going to get it. Not on that show anyway. And that was 3 weeks.
I thought he boxed quite well against Fowler. I thought he could have done a bit more in that fight.
Yes, I just think that, he had a few issues prior getting into the ring. What he did was, he sparred with Liam Williams. He did some sparring with Saunders, Billy Joe, up at Sheffield, Come through that unscathed, Took his son to a ball pit and the kid is player and whacked his head on the way in. He didn't whacked his way on the way in, and did something, had a bit of whiplash on his neck. So he shouldn't even box. He didn't tell me till after. They went, oh yeah. But like I say, you know what fighters like? They want to fight, innit? You got some that make any excuse. Some will fight with broken ribs, broken hands. Not bothered.
That's got to be up there with like freakiest injuries suffered by a boxer, innit? I did say he was tall for the weight. I mean,
yeah, but at 147, he's a problem, mate. Honestly,
tell him he's too big for soft play. He shouldn't be trying to go in.
Yeah, I told him. I said to him, you're not supposed to go in there. He's your son. You know what I mean? All right, listen. Thanks for the call. And,
thanks to you.
And we'll be doing more of these, hopefully.
Good. Tell Sharky I said thanks for the use of the phone.
I will do. All right, cheers, mate. Nice one, Danny.
Mate. Get well soon.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.